I've been living in Romania for around 7 years now, and honestly, I didn't expect to feel what I'm feeling at this stage. It's not that I hate it here, not at all. It's more like I'm starting to feel a bit tired of certain things. In this video, I want to talk about it honestly, the good parts, the frustrating parts, and how my view of Romania has changed over time. So, if you are curious what real life in Romania looks like after many years, stay with me till the end. And if you are new here, welcome to the channel From Mora with Love. Salut tuturor! Aici începe drama ma românescă. I want to be clear from the beginning. I'm not unhappy living in Romania. This is not a I want to leave kind of video. It's more about something that naturally happens when you live in a place for many years. At the beginning, everything feels new and exciting. I actually remember when I first moved to Bucharest. I like it a lot. I even used to talk around with a t-shirt saying, I love Bucharest. It felt interesting, different, full of energy, but over time, that feeling changed. Now, some things in Bucharest actually drain me a bit. The traffic here can be extremely stressful, the way people drive, the chaos on the roads, cars sometimes just abandoned or left in strange places. Even driving started to feel mentally exhausting, and at some point I decided it's just not worth it anymore for me. The city itself, it's very mixed. New buildings next to old ones, no real harmony, a kind of constant visual chaos. And sometimes even simple things like trash or noise make it feel overwhelming. It's not about politics, every capital has that kind of intensity, protests, parliament, everything happening at once. But for me personally, Bucharest just feels like a lot. It's also extremely hot in the summer, when it reaches 35-40 degrees, especially with little green space, it becomes really hard to enjoy the city. There are parks, yes, and some of them are actually nice, but overall it still feels like the city lacks balance and nature. And I think this is exactly what I mean. It's not that Romania changed, it's that my perception changed. Cred că nu orașul a schimbat, ci felul în care îl ved eu. But I want to be honest, it's not as simple as I like Romania or I don't like Romania. It's more complicated than that. Because even if some things in Bucharest or in Romania in general frustrate me, there are still things that I really appreciate here. And I think that's what makes it confusing sometimes. You can be annoyed by certain things in daily life, but at the same time, you still feel attached to the place. It's not a perfect country, but it's also not a place you easily disconnect from. And for me, there is also something even more important than all of that. I have my family here, my wife is Romanian, and we have a son together. We are building our life here as family, and at the end of the day, that is the most important thing for me. So, everything else, the frustrations, the good parts, the bad parts, they all exist within that context. Familia este cel mai important lucru din toate. And despite everything I said, there are still things I really like about living in Romania. It's not like I'm here just because of circumstances. I genuinely still see good things here. One of them is the lifestyle. Even in a big city like Bucharest, life still feels more human in a way. People meet more easily, things are less formal, and life doesn't always feel so strictly structured like in some other countries. And honestly, there are many places in Romania that are much nicer than Bucharest. I've been to different areas of the country, and in a lot of them I actually liked the atmosphere more. It's calmer, more natural, more balanced. But at the same time, most of life and opportunities in Romania are still centered around Bucharest. Unfortunately. That's where the jobs are, that's where the main chances are. For me to live somewhere far from here, I would basically need to work fully remotely. And for my wife as well, it would be much harder to find a well-paid job outside of Bucharest. So, right now we are kind of building our life around that reality. We are working on improving things step by step, and what happens in the near future, we will see. Încercăm să facem lucrurile mai bune pas cu pas. There is also one more thing that has changed my perspective over time, and I don't want to go into private family details on YouTube because that's not the point of this video. But I can say that relationships and dynamics around me in Romania have also changed. At the beginning, everything felt very welcoming and easy. But over time, like in many families and situations, things can become more complicated. And I think part of that comes from cultural differences and different ways of thinking about life in Romania. It's not about blaming anyone, it's just a reality of living here and mixing different expectations and backgrounds. And this also made me see Romania in a slightly different way over time. Când trăiești în România între culturi diferite, nu totul e ușor de înțeles. So, I'm completely honest. I think I'm at a point where Romania feels more like a place I live in, rather than a place I'm emotionally attached to. It's not black and white, and it's not about hate. But I also don't feel the same excitement or strong connection that I had in the beginning. Right now, the biggest reason I'm here is my family. That's the center of my life here. If that wasn't the case, I think my situation would probably look very different. And I think that's just the reality of long-term life somewhere. Things change, feelings change, priorities change. Uneori nu e vorba despre unde vrei să fii, ci despre unde e viața ta. So, where does that leave me with Romania right now? I think the honest answer is I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't see it as a perfect place, and I also don't see it as a place I want to completely disconnect from. It's where my life is right now, my family, my daily routine, my reality. Do I feel the same way about Romania as I did in the beginning? No, definitely not. But that's probably normal when you live somewhere for a long time. Things stop being new and they start being real life. And I think I've just reached that stage. Not excitement anymore, but reality. One more thing I want to add is that I'm still open to change. I'm actually considering moving out of Bucharest to a different place in Romania, and I think that could completely change my perspective again. Maybe it would bring back some of that feeling of connection and belonging that I feel has faded a bit in recent years. Because right now I don't feel the same way about Romania as I used to in the past. But maybe it's not about Romania as a whole, maybe it's just about where I'm right now in my life. And we will see how things develop in the near future. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this topic interesting. It wasn't the easiest video to make or talk about, but I wanted to be honest with you. Adevărul e că uneori nu e ușor să pui în cuvinte cum te simți. So yeah, that's it for today. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and share the video so it doesn't get lost in the depths of YouTube. We will see how far this vlog goes. See you in the next one. Salut!